It's time to begin our practice of yoga today, so welcome and blessings to everyone. And this yoga practice will be all about trust. Building trust and self-confidence. Trust is so important and often so lacking. Trust enables us to build our spiritual strength and increases our commitment and dedication to our spiritual practice. Learning to allow more trust in the flow of life, in the great mystery of life. Trusting that everything's exactly the way it is for a reason. We may not understand that reason, but we can try. Having self-confidence and trust in yourself is just like having trust in anyone else, depends on this mutual understanding and honesty. So trust in ourself depends on our self-knowledge, knowing yourself at the deepest level in an honest and true way. Now, there may be some trepidation in knowing the deepest parts of yourself because they're not all beautiful, bright, and shiny. There are dark places as well that are ignored or frightening and even disappointing. But getting to know all those dark places as well as the light will give you the self-confidence you need to transform their energy into something positive, and being intimate with yourself frees up that energy. Now, this morning I'm dressed in blue and black for representing Krishna, the Dark One. The mantra this morning is Om and salutations to the all-loving, attractive force at the root of our heart, in the center of our own being. This is Om Kleem Krishnaye Namaha. So bringing hands to Anjali Mudra. And now, just centering with a few breaths here, lifting up through the front of the shoulders, rolling them back, and exhaling, pulling the navel in and pressing down through the sitting bones. So the spine is tall and straight, balanced and even. And repeating the mantra 3 times. Om Kleem Krishnaye Namaha. Inhale. Om Kleem Krishnaye Namaha. Om Kleem Krishnaye Namaha. Om Kleem Krishnaye Namaha. Now, making the mudra of trust, Vajraprani. Take the fingers, interlace them so that they cross at the first knuckle. Then open the palms, turn the thumbs up, and place the palms over your heart. Vajraprana Mudra is a gesture of unshakable confidence and unswerving trust. Vajra is the mythic weapon that defeats self-doubt and represents initiation. Vajra also means diamond-like or indestructible. In the Buddhist tradition, the practitioner cultivates the diamond body to transform the physical and energy bodies into their full radiance, clarity, and luminosity. And you will shine bright like a diamond. This mudra fortifies the vessel of the practitioner. Practice this mudra in times of self-doubt, insecurity, or timidity. Trust and self-confidence are a powerful duo for spiritual practice and evolutionary growth. This mudra also supports true humility. Now release. And the pranayama practice today is Viloma. Viloma pranayama. Viloma means against the grain, like you're petting a cat the wrong way. It doesn't seem quite right. It's what it involves is interrupting the breath during the inhalation or during the exhalation. And we'll be separating the inhalation into 3 parts. Into the bottom of the lungs, the middle of the lungs, and then the top of the lungs. So you inhale, pause, inhale more, pause, inhale to your full lung capacity, pause slightly at the top of the inhale, and then exhale, letting all the air back out. So the count will be inhale to a count of 3, inhale to 3 more, inhale 3 more, and then exhale to a count of 9. So let's practice. This will hopefully give you a better understanding of the greater relationship to the whole breath when it's not interrupted. It helps to cultivate lung capacity and control of the breath. And with steady practice, the nerves become quiet. One is filled with calm and even exhilaration. So beginning with this 3-part inhalation, inhale to a count of 3, inhale 3 more, inhale 3 more, and exhale slowly to a count of 9. And then repeat that process, inhaling, pausing, inhaling, pausing, inhaling to your capacity, pausing there, and then slowly exhaling all the air back out. Try again, inhaling, inhaling, inhaling more, and then exhaling. I'm going to start to move a bit in the seated posture, exploring all the movements of the spine, beginning with flexion and extension. On the exhalation, pull the navel in, round the back, bringing the chin towards the chest. And on the inhalation, pull the shoulders back, lift the chest up, open the throat. And flow with your breath, exhaling to round, and inhaling to lift the heart. Notice after doing that Viloma pranayama, if your complete breath is more fluid and easeful. Now back to a neutral spine and bring the right hand to the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm up and over the left ear And exhale, bend the right elbow crescent to the side. Inhale, switch arms. Lift the right, and exhale, crescent to the left. And continue flowing from side to side at your pace, taking complete breaths. Gradually increasing your range of flexibility and range of motion to your comfortable capacity. And once more to each side. And then back to the center, holding on to the knees, circumduction of the spine, rolling the shoulders and head around in big circles, taking complete breaths, inhaling as you roll back and exhaling as you roll forward. Reverse the direction as you're ready. And one last circle. And lift up to neutral, straight and vertical spine. Rolling the shoulders up and back. Lift the left arm and cross the left hand over the right knee. Look behind over the right shoulder and draw the head of the arm bones up and the shoulder blades back and into the spine. Deep breaths, full of trust. Then switch sides, lift the right arm and cross the right arm over the left knee. Lift up the head of the arm bones, roll the shoulders back, and exhale, pull the navel in, begin to twist and look over the left shoulder. Fill the lungs completely on the inhale. Exhale every ounce of air. And release to the center. Lift the arms higher than the shoulders. And just glide from side to side, lateral glide. Okay, and then rest the hands. Let's come to table pose on hands and knees. And start to circle the hips around with the breath flowing. On the exhale, round towards the back, and on the inhale, roll towards the front. Explore the full depth of your breath. And then reverse the direction when you're ready, the opposite way. And come to the center, separate the knees, hip distance, spread the fingers and claw the mat with tiger paws. Lift up the knees, keep them bent. And then with a pounce like a tiger, bend and straighten the knees. Hug the inner arms to the midline, keeping the shoulders stable. We're not bending at the shoulders, keeping the back and arms in a straight line. And lower the knees down. And I'm going to turn, but you don't have to, so that you can see our twisted child's pose. Take the right arm out to the side, twist, and then thread the right arm under the left, bringing the right shoulder down, the right side of the head down, and press those left fingertips into the floor, the back of the right arm against the floor, and the strength of your neck muscles pressing the back of the skull against the floor. Just breathe into the back of the neck and shoulder. And inhale, lift the right shoulder up. And open the left arm. And thread the left arm under the right. Tuck the chin. And press the fingertips of the right hand, the outer left arm, and using the neck muscles, pressing the back of the skull against the mat, or begin to twist to the right. And breathe into that left shoulder. Trusting yourself to only stretch as much as is safe. And inhale, lift the left shoulder up. And before we try another variation, we'll quickly come into down dog. Relaxing the knees on the inhalation and aligning the shoulders, neck. Exhale, press the heels down, pull the navel in, and lengthen the arms, stretching the neck and spine. Pulse a few times with the breath. And then come back down to hands and knees. And I'll offer another variation of that twisted child's pose, Parita Balasana. So for this variation, step that left foot out to the side. And then take the right arm, thread it through, and hold the outside of that left leg or ankle. Now that right shoulder, right side of the head is towards the floor. And try and take that left hip crease back as you twist and look up onto the left arm. Some people even take that top arm and wrap it around behind to bind on the right hip. Don't feel you have to do the full pose. Just trust yourself to know what is appropriate. And coming out there, press down, lift the right shoulder up, and step the left foot in. And step the right leg out to the side. Take the left arm, thread the left arm under and hold the outside of that right ankle. Twist and look up under the right armpit. And the left side of the head can come to the floor. And continue using the right fingertips for balance and support, or perhaps wrap that right arm up and behind to hold the left hip. And release and unwind. Lift up and step the right foot back. Now walk the hands back to the feet. Lift up and widen the feet to the width of the mat. Make the outer edges of the feet parallel to the sides of the mat. Unlock the knees and lean back into the heels. Claw with the fingertips and lift up through the inner armpits and roll the shoulders back and in. Breathe here. Deep, natural breaths. Expanding in the back of the shoulders, lifting and widening. The back of the neck, broad. Breathing into the kidneys, the back of the waist. So there's a great expansiveness in the back side of the body. Good. And inhale, lift all the way up and stand. Bring hands to Vajra Pradma Mudra over the heart. Breathe into the depths of your heart, honoring, understanding, and accepting whatever is there today. Knowing yourself so that you can trust yourself and have confidence in yourself. And release the arms. And take a wide stance for Tadasana, starlight pose. Lift the arms, spread the fingers, and shine from your heart out through your fingertips, down from the navel, through the legs, feet, and toes. Brilliant, diamond-like. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Each breath shining a little brighter, a little stronger, with more and more confidence. You can do this. You are strong. Now fold forward, bend the knees, bring hands to the earth under your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck and spine. And exhale, fold over the hips, straightening the knees. Inhale, lift the front of the shoulders, draw the shoulder blades into the back. And exhale, tighten the tummy, squeeze the kneecaps, go deeper. Take 2 more breaths in your wide leg forward fold. Then inhale, lift up to stand. Clasp the hands behind the back or use a strap between the hands. And hold with the thumbs pointed away from the center so that you can draw the shoulder blades into the back and you don't have to lock the elbows. Keep a little micro bend in the elbows as you fold forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine and neck. And exhale, squeeze the kneecaps and lift the navel. You go deeper. Draw from the inner edges of the feet in towards the midline and inhale, come up to a straight back. And next variation is our Shirshasana, headstand. You don't have to go up in the headstand unless you're really confident here in the middle of the floor. Just doing the prep by bringing the crown of the head to the floor and the palms to the floor. And so you may need to even widen your feet to get the head and hands on the floor. So we start with fingers spread, bringing the crown of the head or a point between the crown and the forehead. And then draw the head of the arm bones up into the shoulder sockets. Make sure the shoulder blades are hugging into the spine. And if you wish to go up, balance on the head and hands. Lift up the legs. Shirshasana 2. And legs squeeze to the midline. And then coming out, spread the legs. Keep the head low for a moment. Inhale up halfway. If you feel dizzy, just kneel down, rest. Come up all the way. If you're ready, walk the feet in some. Inhale, lift up, and raise the arms. And exhale, rest the arms. Coming to Twisted Monkey. Come to the front of the mat. Inhale, raise the arms. And exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale and step the right foot back and lower the right knee down. Widen the left foot to the side. Open the toes. And draw that left heel back towards the middle and in towards the center. Twist and open the left arm, looking up to the left hand, and keep hugging the left knee into the midline some. So we keep that left foot flat on the floor. The next stage to deepen is to bend the back leg, bind the left hand to the right foot. Continue opening the chest and throat. And some people will even come down onto that right elbow. Another version here. You don't need to. You're still getting the benefit of the pose. Release and step the left foot back to downward dog. Now lift the right leg up and step the right foot through. Bring the right arm inside and walk the left knee back. Twist to the right and open the right arm and shoulder, pulling the right armpit back more than the hand. Hug into the core with muscular energy. And if you like, bend the back knee and bind the right hand to the left foot. Open the chest, lengthen the throat. And you decide what's appropriate in your stretch. Trust yourself. And release. And step right foot back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Rest in your breath. And then lower knees down for Parigasana or gate pose. I'll turn to face you. Step out with the right foot. And the right foot can either be flat on the ground or toes pointed up. Lift up the left arm and reach up and over the right hip. Keep pressing down through the left knee so that you can lengthen the outside of the left hip and waist. Breathe into the left side of the ribs. And then release that. Bring the left hand down to the floor under your shoulder. Lift the right arm and lift the right leg. Now bend the right knee and bind right hand to right ankle. And kick that right foot back into a bow pose, half bow. And then release. And bring right knee down. And step the left foot out for a gate, Parigasana. Either with the toes pointed straight ahead or the toes pointed up. Pointing the toes up reminds us to engage the back of the muscles in the leg and keep a little micro bend in the knee so we protect the knee joint from hyperextension. And lift up the right arm. Press down through the right knee and lengthen the right side of the waist, coming up and over the left hip and breathing along that right side of the body. Breathing into the right hip, breathing into the waist, breathing into the right side of the rib cage. And now lift back up, bring the right hand over to the floor, lift up the left arm and balance to lift the left leg. Stay there or bind, bend the left knee and hold the ankle. Kick that knee, foot back away from the hips and you get to a half bow. Now release that leg down and come back to kneeling. Start again with the first side of gate pose, stepping the right foot out. But this time bring the hands down to the floor in front of you, like you're in table pose. Start to walk the hands over to the right foot, twisting to the right. Now keep the right hand on the floor inside the leg or to the outside of the leg and lift the left arm up. You can keep it here or bring that left arm over and to that right foot. Start to thread through and lift up that left elbow. Bring this right arm to the inside and hold the right foot with both hands from the inside. And release there. Walk the hands around to the center and bring the right knee in. And step the left foot out to gate pose. Turn the left toes up if you choose. And start walking the hands over to the left side. You can stop with the left hand inside the leg and lift the right arm up. And this is fine. Stay here or reach over the head with the right hand to the left foot and bind with both hands inside as you thread the chest through and widen the elbows. Now release the hands, walk them back to the center, and step the left foot into the midline. Now, going to come up to stand, lift the knees, and step or hop the feet forward to the front. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, rise up. Bring palms together. And exhale, hands to Vajra Pradma Mudra over the heart. At the front of the mat, stand with feet hip-width apart. Rest into your heart, knowing yourself, trusting yourself. Now step the right foot back for Warrior One, with the right heel down. And lift the arms, widen the shoulders, and then align from the core, the navel, draw in, and remain strong and confident through your stance, through your foundation in the hips and legs. Nice, deep, strong breath, supporting the pose from your inner strength. And then rest, switch legs, step right foot forward, step left foot back. Bend the right knee, keep the left heel grounded. Align the hips, turning the left hip forward, pulling the right hip crease back. Roll the shoulders up and back, broaden the chest, and slowly come into the pose, one breath at a time. Feeling your way into the pose, trusting yourself to listen to the body. Anchor the pose through muscular energy in the core, the pelvis, and the navel drawing in. Total confidence. And now back, release. And back to the first side, step the right foot back. Now cross the right foot behind and to the left side of the mat. So there's now starting to be a twist in the hips. We're going to take the arms up, hold the right wrist with the left hand, and twist the shoulders the opposite direction as the hips. So we have a little Krishna play here. And now release. Step the right foot forward and step the left foot back and cross the left foot behind and to the right side of the mat. So the hips are twisting to the left. And now hold the left wrist with the right hand, twist the shoulders to the right. And then rest and step the left foot forward. And a vinyasa. We'll sweep up on the inhale and fold forward on the exhale. Step back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg and step the right foot through for warrior two. Turn the left toes out and come up to stand. Look at your feet. Roll the shoulders up and back. Open the arms. Start to gaze over the right fingertips. Inhale, expansiveness, breath. And exhale, deepening with more muscular energy in the core. You play this pulsation of opposites. And now emphasize on the inhale, straighten the leg, lift the arms. And on the exhale, bend the right knee once more, coming deep into warrior. Flow with your breath. Up on the inhalation and down on the exhalation. And twice more. And last time. And now reverse warrior. Arch back. Straighten the right knee for triangle pose. And windmill the right arm over and down to the right leg. Lift up the left arm. And lengthen through the neck. Squeeze in the navel. And lift up the kneecaps. Now bring the left hand to hip and tap the back foot in. Come into half moon pose. Balance on the right leg. The right fingertips on the floor under your shoulder. And lift up the left leg. Turn the left toes to the side. Keep that energy nice and bright. Shine like a diamond. Another option here is the sugarcane pose, where you bind that left foot with the left hand, and then you open up. And slowly step it back to warrior two, a little quickly. And step forward. Vajrapradma Mudra, resting at the heart. Breathing into the heart. To know yourself. To trust yourself. Now step right foot back for warrior two. Keep walking the right foot back so you have a deep stance. The outer edge of the right foot parallel to the end of the mat. Open the arms and gaze over the left fingertips. Sense if you have the ability to pulse in the pose. Flow with your breath and lift up the arms on the inhale. And open the arms on the exhale. Deepen the bend in the left knee. Each breath, observing, trusting. And two more big breaths. Going a little deeper on each exhale. The ultimate, deepest expression of the pose. Hold it there and then reverse that warrior, lifting the left palm up, curling back. Straighten the left knee and get long through that left side body. Windmill the left arm over and down to the knee. Lift the right arm up. Inhale, stretch up through the right fingertips and pull the right armpit back. You're looking up. On the exhale, squeeze. Draw muscular energy up through the legs, up through the kneecaps, up through the pelvic floor, the inner thighs. Really radiate your diamond-like brilliance. Shine on. Now, half moon pose. Bring the right hand to the hip. Tap the back foot in closer so you can balance easily on the left leg. Balance. Lift the right leg up. Breathe. Extend the right arm. And try and turn your gaze up to the right hand. Next, try a little variation, bending the right knee and binding the right hand to that ankle in sugar cane. And then slowly release, right foot back down to warrior two. And take both hands forward to the front of the mat. Step left foot back to downward dog. And walk the feet through, sit down for Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. And I guess I'll turn to face you. Bend the right knee to the side. Widen the right knee back. And then start to draw the inner thighs towards each other. Hug the legs into the midline. Engage through the core. Lift up the heart. Broaden the collarbones. Roll the shoulders back. Extend the arms. And fold on your exhale. Just letting the hands rest under the shoulders. If you try and reach right for the foot, it just binds up the neck and shoulders and tenses up. So keep the shoulders relaxed and down. The neck long and free. And trust yourself to know when enough is enough. Hyperextension or overflexion is only going to injure the ligaments, the cartilage. So over a series of breaths, maybe you do feel more flexible, more at ease, and still full of that diamond brilliance. Now inhale, lift the head and shoulders, and switch legs. Extend the right, bend the left knee to the side. Open the left knee wide, wider than 90 degrees if possible. And then hug the legs in. Lift the lower back, lift the heart. Inner body bright, the shoulders broad. And start to fold over this right hip. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hinge at the hip. Squeeze that kneecap and activate the quadricep muscle, hugging muscles to bone and pulling this thigh bone back into the hip socket. Keep the outer shin strong as well so the foot doesn't sickle. And over a series of breaths, you can find a deeper expression of the pose Still keeping inner body bright, the armpits lifting up, and the elbows may be able to spread a little wider. Don't turtle your head and neck. Keep the chin in, the back of the neck broad and expansive. So there's no pinching in the back of the neck. Flowing with your breath comfortably, easefully. And then release, inhale the back up. Straighten that left leg. And lie on your right side. You may want a strap for this to hold the left foot in Anantasana, serpent pose. So we lasso that left foot, embrace with the right forearm on the floor, begin lifting this left leg up. You can also be down lower on your side. And if you don't need a strap, you might be holding the outer edge of the foot or the big toe. Krishna is an avatar of Vishnu, and this pose represents Vishnu's couch, the great serpent Ananta. Vishnu reclines on this living serpent couch, which is going to adjust to his every move, keeping him comfortable. Now release the left leg and roll on to your opposite side, left side, so that you can hold the right foot or put a strap around the right foot. Lift the right leg up and hold the big toe or the outer edge of the foot. It's good. And release the right leg. And come on to your stomach. Full pranam, danda pranam here. Making this practice an offering. Namastasye, 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 namo namaha. Now, let's come back to our tiger dog. Push up. Lift the knees. And make waves with your spine. Inhale, rounding forward like the crest of the wave. And exhale, receding back like the trough. Inhale, coming up and over, spilling down. And exhale, rolling back. And then rest the knees. Come to seated position. Easy seated pose. Once more, Vajra Pradana Mudra over the heart. a seal of trust. Knowing yourself at your deepest heart. Understanding the truth of yourself will give you unshakable confidence. A diamond-like body and mind. Now I invite you to lay on your back for Shavasana and stretch yourself out comfortably. Arrange your head, neck, and trunk in one straight line. And open the feet about as wide as your mat. And roll the shoulder blades under the back, open the palms, arms, shoulders rest. And take one more final stretch through the legs, activating the muscles, lengthen the legs, stretch the heels out. Then relax all the muscles in the legs. Just let them go loose and limp. And then tighten all the muscles in the arms and palms. Spread the fingers. Open the hands as wide as they'll go. And then relax the arms, hands, and fingers. And let them just release now and rest. And then if any other part of your body is feeling uncomfortable, rearrange yourself so that you're completely at ease without any distractions. And you can now rest in your heart, your awareness in the heart center. Knowing yourself deeply, and honestly, truthfully. Accepting and trusting yourself. Giving yourself confidence in knowing who you are. Becoming brilliant as a diamond, pure and flawless. You can see your dharma, your righteous path in life, and your highest dharma is always simply to know yourself. To love yourself, to trust yourself. Krishnaya. Om Klim Krishnaya Namaha. Om Klim Krishnaya Namaha. Om Klim Krishnaya Namaha. Now begin to deepen your breath. Stretch and move in your body. As you become more conscious and awake, roll over to your right side. And finish assimilating and digesting your experience of fully knowing your heart, trusting yourself, having confidence. Come up and sit cross-legged. Sukhasana, the easy seated pose. I trust in each of you. Namaste. Thank you and bless you all for joining me. Have a great day.